You make mistakes, I make mistakes. We gotta stop making mistakes here in Rise of Kingdoms. My name is Shinchi42. In today's video, we're going to talk about the mistakes that you guys might not have been realizing. So give me 5 mistakes that you think you haven't been realizing that you're doing here. And of course, when you're watching this video right now, what mistakes do you think I am already making as you're watching this right now? So I'm trying to point this out to you guys that there's some things in here. If you're really focused, there's mistakes that you can see that is happening in the picture right now. Bro, I know what mistakes it is. It's like me watching you trying to figure out what mistakes you're going to tell us that I already know. Young son, you will never learn, don't you? You need to learn to accept the advice and the tips that an older man is going to give you. What do you mean old? You try to act like you're somebody who is way older than me? You ain't even like 40. My child, I am already going to be 30 next year. That is legitimately getting into the old age. I have way more wisdom than you, and having 3 years of Rise of Kingdoms, a lot of wisdom. What's up, my friends? Today, we're going to talk about the mistakes that's been happening in your account that you might not be realizing. Now, some of these things, we might have talked about this previously in the previous videos of mistakes. If you have seen my old videos about mistakes, you have pretty much have a lot of the knowledges. So this is a little bit more kind of like a refresher. So if you have been playing this game, I don't know how long have you been playing this game, you might need a little bit of a refresher because some of the things you might not have been realizing that you are making making these mistakes. So with the gaming right now, since we're highly focused now on KVK, a totally different playing style from 3 years ago when we're like more hyped into like zone in and focus. So majority of you guys, if you're watching this, I think majority of the players now are kind of like the OG players, older players, and you're like focused strictly for the KVK. You're just there to fight. You're just here to farm. You're just waiting for that, massive war. But if you are a player who is new to the game, you're still, you have this investment trying to grow your city in here, you're going to get some of the values that we're going to talk about today that will still help you to succeed in Rise of Kingdoms, and as well as when you get into the stage that we are at, when it's a lot more chill, when it's a lot more relaxed, you're going to start making these mistakes because, life catches up to you. The game catches up to you, and you're now only looking for KVK. You're only now looking for war, or you're only now looking for trying to get commanders to rank up. But the excitement level from the start, from the beginning until now, there's a big shift. There's a big change, and the level of activity that you have is also changing. So I've noticed this in my gaming. So I am going to share the mistakes that I have been accumulating, or the mistakes that I have been occurring, that it wasn't really happening in the past year. All right. So number 1 is the daily quest. Now, we kind of take this thing for granted now that, my account is bigger. I have majority of the legendary commanders now. I have resources. I have speed ups. So we take advantage of the daily objectives. So there's days that I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's days that I will just get into the 80, then I won't go for the 100. This thing can be done within 5 minutes. Honestly, if you really want to finish this, you can finish it within 5 minutes. There's a few things that you need to do. Of course, you need to be creating troops every single day. You have to be gathering all different types of resources from food, wood, stone, and gold. And then you have to defeat the barbarians. you need to use your boost. You need to use your gathering boost, resource boost. Those things will help you with your daily objectives. So just by talking about that, I need to do my boost, because we're going to talk about some of the mistakes as well that we have been accumulating here with Rise of Kingdoms. So I'm going to go ahead and use the boost. I'm using the 24-hour boost. And why am I using 24-hour boost? Because it just happened to be 4 hours after reset. Wow. 4 hours after reset. Shin, what were you doing? So what I was doing was I was watching some Netflix, and I just got, I've been playing NBA 2K22. So I don't know whoever plays basketball, you know what NBA 2K22 is. I'm playing my player. So I'm playing Shin as a basketball player, a very good hooper. So that's really a big mistake in here. You want to still continue to do your daily objectives. You want to get that basic action point recovery, get that 60. And of course, when you get into this, you're getting 1 golden key. I know it might not seem a lot, as we're much OG players, but I'm telling you what, all these things adds up. Right? When you're opening up your keys, you can get those stars. So when you get your new commanders, really you're looking for stars, honestly, in those golden keys. So when you get your new commanders, you'll have stars to upgrade your commanders. And another thing is that, which I haven't really opened it up yet, we have 345 magic boxes. So imagine how long I've been waiting for this. Damn. Jeez, I've been waiting for, actually it's more than 345 days, because like I said, there's stuff that I missed. You're gonna get insane amount of values in here. I believe you get some action point as well from opening up the magic box. Actually, it's been a while, so if anybody remembers, I don't want to open it up yet. If anybody remembers what you get from the magic box, leave it down in the comment section below. Let's see. Let me take the challenge in here. Let's see who's going to take the challenge in here. Who can get every single item that it can come out of magic box, can put it down in the comment section below correctly. Let's see if you got the real knowledge for Rise of Kingdoms. By the way, before we move on to the next tip in here, I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip. Make sure to join Discord. There's a link in the description. By joining Discord, you'll be able to reach out to us quicker, and there's also an entire community that you can reach out to. So if you're like confused, maybe you're new, or maybe you're an old player, you're trying to figure out what's going on with some updates, system updates or whatever, or looking just for confirmation of what type of commanders that you should be using for pairing, we have an entire great community in Discord. So there's a link in the description. Make sure when you join, behave, be nice. It's a civil Discord. Another thing is that if you guys have been not getting notifications from YouTube, because we upload videos every single day, and you might not have been getting the notification, so make sure that you guys are checking the videos regularly, making sure you're interacting, like in this video today. Leave a comment, press that like. All these things supports the channel. So if you want to really support the channel, help us grow, get into the algorithm, if you guys are really liking what you're seeing, right, what you're getting out of this, press that like. It does help me out, so I really appreciate it when you guys do that. It takes, it's free to like, and it helps out the content creator. We do this, and we put effort into this, so hopefully we can get your like, or at least I can get your like. Number 2 mistake in here, I don't know if you guys noticed this. I don't know if you guys left a comment in here earlier. If you guys noticed earlier, I was 4 hours ahead of time, right? I did not even use my buff, right? So that was one mistake. The second mistake in here is that I don't have anything out in my March. That's a bad thing. Second thing, my action point, it's full. It's full, right? We don't want to have a full AP. So what am I going to do? This is part of doing your daily quest. So what I need to do is I need to defeat barbarians. So by defeating barbarians, it allows me to potentially get some gems and really get these speed ups. Now, if you want to focus onto like a healing speed ups, maybe if you're new to the game, you're looking for like a Book of Covenant, you might want to do a Barbarian Fort Rally. So that's something that you want to do, because you're going to get some great values in here. So as you can see, I'm going to be doing my barbarians in here. All right. Now, so you also get this daily action point recovery. You want to make sure you get that. That is, free. And me slacking off, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. How many of you guys have been slacking off? Let's be honest. I've been slacking off. I haven't been doing this, draining my AP completely. So this is a huge mistake that I've been doing because I felt like I'm in this comfortable zone that I can just chill. I log in, I just send my gatherers out. So that's not a mistake that we're gonna talk about, right? So number 3 mistake in here is that we're gonna talk about contentment real quick, because I'm kind of sneaking this in because a lot of players in Rise of Kingdoms, they don't feel like they're happy. I think. Let me ask you: are you happy with Rise of Kingdoms, with your gaming right now? Majority of you guys would probably say, not really happy, because I don't have all these commanders and stuff. A lot of these things is that you need to find contentment. All right, for me, since I've slowed down my spending, you guys know this. If you guys have been following me for 3 years now, I've spent a lot more before. My role was different. I was so hyped up into, getting everything that I need, trying to win, get, I just got to be that guy who has everything. And if not, I feel like I'm a loser. I want to tell you this right now, that you're not a loser. That you are, just another gamer like me. I'm not a loser. Am I a loser? Am I a loser? Am I? Yeah, you're a loser. All right. We don't have to be mean. Come on. Enough of this silly skits that you're doing. Is so cringe. I hear that a lot in the comment section below. Cringe. I don't think we're ever cringe, are we? So, be contented with the commanders that you have in Rise of Kingdoms. So a lot of players like, oh, I don't have all these commanders. I gotta have this. It's such a pay to win. It is a pay to win game. But there's a certain point when, if you are a spender, you can kind of slow down and you can still achieve what you want. And kind of, you don't need to have everything. So before, I have a lot of commanders because I'm like, oh, I got to have every single commander. So I've kind of slowed down. I don't even have Nebuchadnezzar maxed out in here. Gilgamesh not even maxed out yet. So I have a lot of commanders that I kind of worked on to, that I didn't really work on to. So that's another mistake that I've mentioned previously. But the contentment is I want to make sure to mention in here. Then I don't think any YouTubers actually really talk about the contentment in the game. All right. I want you guys to understand that the game, you can make it as much as you want. You can have everything you want. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be more and more and more. Now, you can be that type of person. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to truly enjoy the game in that fashion, then more power to you. But if you're not in the financial capability to get all of this, find the commanders that you enjoy, that you like. It could be that you enjoy it because it's a strong commander, or maybe you just enjoy it because you like the historical figure. Maybe you like Saladin because he is from your country. Maybe you like Cao Cao because you're Chinese. You're like Sun Tzu. At that point, you might just want to consider just being satisfied with the commanders that you can obtain, what you have, and enjoy the game in that fashion. You don't always have to have everything to enjoy the game, right? It's not necessarily that if you have those commanders, you're much more happier, right? It doesn't make sense anymore, because I am as happy as I was previously. Looking at it right now with all the commanders that I have, and even the commanders that I don't have that I'm not being able to get, I'm still content and I'm still happy. So be contented in what you have. Chasing way too much is just going to give you this unsatisfied experience with the game. Tip number 4 is something that we didn't really do when we were making this video. This is something that I think you guys should have picked up, and I think this is something that you guys should have realized. As I wasn't killing off barbarians, draining out my AP, I didn't have my buff. Hopefully you guys can figure this out now. I wasn't also gathering resources. So that's a huge issue, because at the stage of level that I am at right now, gold is a very big factor for resources. As you can see, I have only 146 million gold. This is not a lot coming into the KVK, and relatively soon, I think about 2 more cycles, we should have being registered to KVK, and I need a significant amount of resources to continue to fight. And of course, I also will need to train troops. So making sure to continuously trying to gather resources is very, very important. When you're in this level, in the stage, you feel this relaxed, comfortable nature that you're like, you know what, I'll handle it. There's no big deal. Comes KVK, I'll farm over there. No, you need to start farming early. And I've been trying to do my best, trying to farm as much as I can, and also trying to farm on my alt account. So I have a farm account. Make sure that you guys are also looking into your farm account and making sure that you are actually farming in your farm account as well. Because why we're going to call this as a farm account if you are not farming in your farm account, right? That just doesn't make any sense. So farm in your farm account. That will help you out big time. So that's one of the mistakes, is that being complacent. So that's one of the mistakes, that you feel complacent. You forget about the importance of the resources in the game, in which you cannot ever forget about the resources in the game. Now, being in 1412, I get significant amount of chest. So I get a significant amount of speed ups, which I still have a significant amount before I came here. But being here as well, with people buying gold chest, I'm able to accumulate much faster than most players. But one of the things that I want to mention is that resources, again, is a big hindrance in a situation to where I am in. And maybe also some of you guys that are in this type of position, you might be having a lot more speed ups than you have resources. So you got to make sure that you are continuously trying to do all these things that we're talking about in here, because even by defeating barbarians in here, you are also getting resources. As you guys can see, I have 1.8 million of this level 1 resource pack. That's a lot of resources. And I wish I could type in here 1852436. I cannot even do this. This is going to take me forever to open this up. So if I do this 10,000 opening in here, you will get a lot of resources. Just multiply that and how many times that you can do this is going to be huge. All right, might not be huge with the gold, but it's still something that can help you and add up into your arsenal, or maybe into your ammo. All right, that's what I would say. All right, lastly in here, our last mistake is that players not really gathering correctly. So Alliance Resource Center will give you an insane amount of resources like gold. So for us, we mainly do gold. Now, when you're gathering resources, this is what I do. This is my combo. I have Constance and Sundiok. And why are we doing it this way? I don't have Siege anymore, by the way, because we had to, power down for the migration. So all the Siege were gone. I'm still rebuilding my Siege. So some of the other combos that you can do, I highly suggest definitely Constance. So if you're new to the game, you definitely need Constance, because Constance have resource bonus 10%, and you can easily level up Constance and you get that entire talent tree done. All right, and you can add some if you want. Either increase the leadership so you can have more load in there. What I do is Constance and Sundiok. Since I have a maxed out Sundiok already, this is better. Actually, this is the best in my opinion, because with Sundiok, you'll be able to get 10% resource when gathering is complete. Okay, so it's bonus. Same with Constance. Also, it has a bonus gathering speed for gold for 10%. Now, if you don't have Sundiok, a pair that you can do is going for Matilda of Flanders. With this, you're also going to get 10% resource upon completion. Now, the only difference in here is that there's no extra bonus for gold. So if you're not really farming gold yet, it's going to be a wonderful commander setup for you. So with that being said, I need to search for more gold, and I need to make sure that I am farming because I'm going to need a lot of resources. And some of these things you might not be realizing, or maybe you're slacking off. Just admit it, that is really occurring right now with your gaming, and fix it and get better at it. Maybe it's a wake-up call that, hey, Shin is saying all this so that I can continue to get better into the game and making sure that my progress is not going to be hindered, right? So with that being said, rockers, hopefully you guys are still doing well. KVK is going to come around relatively soon. It's going to be very exciting. And I've been trying new stuff in my life. Hopefully everything works out as well. Hopefully you guys keep continuing checking out our channel every day. We're producing videos. So if you're not getting notification and you're wondering, did Shinchi post something, just check into the channel and watch the latest video. My friends, I will see you again next time.